Alright, it's going to be a rather longish video, but it's just a test. I've got a bunch of speakers I'm going to put up, and I just want to, and a receiver, a vintage JVC receiver. So I got the Bose 201s hooked up first, there and there. And I have a pair of Polk, the littler bookshelves, and two subs. And the JVC is a vintage 80s receiver. So just gonna quickly show that they work. This is a Rose City band in the rain. Treble. Tweet's working. Bass. Treble. Bass. Alright, turn it off. We will go to the Polks. These are the Polk M10s. I don't think these connectors, little screw-ins, they're secure, but they take a bit. So there's one. The sub we're testing is a Polk 250 and the Mirage Omni S8. That'll be down the line. And this JVC, I forget the receiver. I like this. I might keep this receiver. I'm not sure. I'll put it up and see if anybody grabs it. If not, it'll go in my bedroom. I think it's cool. Sounds pretty good. You know, it's early 80s stuff, man. They went slim. Kept some power, you know. And actually, people who know, I'm just learning that some of these lower powered receivers actually sound better with lower distortion. So I learned that recently. Sorry it's so boring, but anybody that wants to buy these, that's why that's what I'm doing. It's not supposed to be fun. And these connectors are great, but they also suck. Ew. Get Cro-Magnon hands like I do. Oh Lord. I can put a light bulb in here. Let's see. I think I have them in. Alright, let's hope. Alright, good enough. So, let's turn this back on and turn the music back on. We were getting audio from both. Yep. Alright, so. Tweeter check. Bass check. Just using the EQ over here just to show the tweeters and the woofers. So that's this one. Tweeter check. Woofer check. Alright. So, two down. Let's do a subwoofer now. Do the Polk sub. I don't know how this is going to pull off. It's just going to sound like a thumping sub, I guess. But it works. I have to run into speaker ends. And that's all I've tested this. I mean, it works, and I've not tried all the line-in inputs on this thing. I don't use them, so assume they work. But this works for sure. Alright, we should be good. We have some subwoofing. Turn it around. There's a filter. It's wide open. That's jammed volume-wise, probably midway on this little receiver. Putting out the bass. Alright, last sub. And for reference on this receiver, I'm using the aux in. I think I've tested the tape monitor. I think it all works. I'm not going to say that either. I don't want to hook everything. I'm getting tired of this thing already. But it definitely works. Monitor in. Maybe I'll go through it a bit here in a second. This has the best connectors I've ever seen. These push-in ones. This is probably the nicer. I don't know. I mean, it's lower powered. It's hard to tell how refined a sub is, but this one sounds to me a little more refined. I will probably ask more money for it. I know they go for more. Pretty sure they do. I don't need too much power. This would be plenty of power, but all right. There she goes. So on the back here we have auto on and off on the sub input. I have not checked that. That's an RCA sub input. I've got the speaker, mine speaker ends. So we are at filter off. There's a filter. Phase, if you need to worry about phase. Frequency response, it's kind of like that low pass filter. We're at midway here on the volume. I'm not going to go too much more. It's cooking. So anyway, it's a good, nice sounding unit. So anyway, yeah, the receiver. What is this receiver? R-K22. I assume it's probably, I don't know the output, not high, but it powers anything I need for, like in a pretty decent room. I do think, it's weird, I think the speaker is an A or B. I had two sets of speakers hooked up to this and hit it, and that's the only downside to that little cool receiver. But it looks slim and doesn't sound too bad. So here's the speakers. Sorry this was a boring long video, but if you're interested in any of these, you now know that they work. Cheers.